Hey folks, this is Z-Man with Kadesh Farm. Want to, I guess you can say, give you an update or shoot a video on an area that I've been working on. I had soil tests done in this area. It was low in pH and also low in organic matter. So I planted some stuff late winter, did a lot of frost seeding. Also, I bought some hay that had crimson clover seeds in it. I also put some seeds over here from green cover. I think it was a cool season soil builder. And I was just implementing different things to get my soil more organic matter built into it. And I'm kind of going to show you guys, not kind of, I'll show you the results of it. I do have some corn growing in this section along with a lot of clover, and it has some peas and vetch and just a montage of things in the cool season soil builder, and it actually is doing pretty good. This area right here, I had went and planted some ryegrass, which is a lot of that what you see that is lying down. It began to seed out and die out due to the temperature warming up, and it had ran its course. So I basically laid it down onto the ground, and after I laid it down onto the ground, I decided to come and seed it. And I seeded it with a milpa mix, which has some just a corn and sorghum and, oh my gosh, just tons and tons of stuff that is growing in this mix. I mean, just some of everything. And basically, I'm just running a trial run to see how this stuff would grow. What I did yesterday, after I had this stuff lying down for about 2 or 3 weeks, I noticed when I came out, we hadn't had rain in about 4 or 5 days. And when I come out to check the soil underneath all of this stuff, it was actually pretty moist, which is a good thing because that thatch is holding the moisture into the ground. This area here is on a slight incline going down that way. And so water likes to run off, and it's not the best soil at this time. The purpose of me trying to build a thatch or soil up so I could get better soil to retain the moisture. I figured I'd lay this stuff down. And yesterday I seeded it with that milpa, whatever, I don't know what all is in it, mix. And then I also tilled it, but you can't tell that I tilled it. I basically just ran it's actually for ATV, and I was able to buy a contraption and get it fit onto my tractor to just cut slits into the ground. It disturbed the soil enough to allow the seeds to hopefully, I'm gonna pick up something here, to hopefully increase the seed to soil contact. I actually drove over it several times. I'm going to do another area that is probably going to look like this, and I'm just curious how it's going to look, or curious how it would do. Hopefully we'll have some rain in the next couple of days and just see how it grows, and I'll give you guys an update. It's all kinds of stuff, and I'm kind of excited. I have my pinwheels out here, as you can see there, because I've been getting robbed by doves. Even though this area was, I had burned it and had it pretty bare. When I put seed on the ground, the doves would be just hanging out, just wearing me out. So I went and bought these pinwheels to create a little bit of distraction for the birds. It is obvious the pinwheels worked because I have stuff growing in this. If you guys look at a video that I did in the past, get out the sunlight, as you can still see, I still have crimson clover that is just really taking off in this section here. And the other area where I had crimson clover, it actually has died out. So I'm pretty excited about the crimson clover that I still have growing. I have other grasses that were not growing here before. Pretty excited about that. And I will just, a lot of this ryegrass that I have in here, I'll be letting it go to seed, and I may run another strip now that I'm sitting here looking at it. If you look down through here, you can see another section of ryegrass that I could probably lie down and put seed in it. Got plenty of clover that's growing to give me some nitrogen, and I'll do a mix with some type of grazing corn just to build the soil up pretty good. Went to the Homesteaders Festival today. It's today and tomorrow and Sunday. What an amazing event. This is our 3rd year going to the Homesteaders Festival, and I've learned so much. And one of the things I learned from Daniel Salatin, Joe Salatin's son, was if you rotate your animals, you will eventually build the soil to where it needs to be. If you put the grasses, allow them to stay on your property, allow them to die on your property, decay, build the soil up, the soil will eventually work its way to where it needs to be at. And that's basically what I'm doing. This corn that I have growing, the purpose of me growing that is to have more organic matter to be able to put back into the soil. It's actually growing pretty good. That's some vetch that is growing right here. Beautiful. So that means I'm getting a pretty good nitrogen input from the vetch and also from the clover, which is popping up through all of this stuff that I worked on yesterday. So I'm pretty excited about what this is going to bring us later on. I know eventually the clover will play out because of the heat, but it's doing its job to be able to leave the nitrogen in the soil. I'll get over here. Look like I have some either soybean, that may be peas, because I planted a big mixture of things in this area over here. Look like I have squash. Man, I just did. I took a batch of seeds and mixed them all up. They say the more diversity, the more it's going to do for your soil. And I'm doing everything I can to increase the soil, because our goal is to have all the feed that we need year round for our animals. That looked like some peas that are growing right there. Wow, this is just flat out amazing. Again, we still got a little ways to go, but I'm building it as much as I possibly can, as soon as I can. No time will tell. When we first bought the property, I bought some seeds from one of the local supply stores, some red clover, and man, this stuff is blowing up. The seeds reseeded itself, and this is the 2nd year, and it's doing pretty good. I'm letting it grow and seed out. So you got a bumblebee just hanging out doing this thing. Go ahead and work it, boy. Do what you do. I don't want to disturb that guy. But we're just building the soil up so we can have better stuff for our animals. I'll do the next section, till it down. Actually, as you can tell, I really didn't do a lot of tillage. You can't tell because there's not a lot of soil exposed. Basically, I'm laying that thatch down. The seeds that I planted should be able to poke through. They're decent sized seeds that they'll be able to poke through as long as we get the moisture that we need to supply them. And hopefully we'll have in about a week or two some stuff growing where I can show it off to you guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Again, Homesteaders Festival is located in Tennessee. They do it every year. This is the 3rd annual year, and they already got the prices up for next year. If you do the early bird, $55 per person, and it's well worth it. If you wait to the day of or a month or so out from the festival, you end up paying maybe $120 to get in. But right now they're running a special $55 per person. They do have activities for children. We were able to get our 11-year-old to come, but he's hanging out with mom and dad in different tents, learning about different things. Show you this scary scarecrow that my daughter built. Got a paint can hanging from it along with another something, a pot. Just when the wind blows, it moves. Just trying to keep this stuff growing and keep the animals from eating it right now. Just looking good, looking good, looking good. Got this stuff going to seed, which I don't mind having free seed. That's awesome. This is Z-Man. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.